Have you ever wondered how to prepare healthy food that actually tastes good? Well, stay tuned while Evita Tizano, Brenda Kemp, and yours truly, Nice Collins, show you just how to do it and give you a taste of paradise.
My name is Brenda Kemp.
And my name is Evita Tizano.
Today we are going to be making marinade collard greens. Evita, let's share the ingredients.
Okay.
1 bunch of collard greens washed, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of red bell peppers chopped, 1/4 cup of scallions chopped, white parts only, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 garlic clove minced, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes or cayenne. Today we'll be using the cayenne. 2 teaspoons of mineral salt divided, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So let's get started. Here we have our collard greens that have been already chopped. And what we're going to add is the olive oil.
Do you want the lemon juice?
Lemon juice.
Okay.
Let's take some salt.
Okay. This is similar to the kale recipe we did before.
Yes, it is. And what we're going to do is marinate it so that we can break down the greens so that they're digestible. Okay, let's add some onions. This is a good way to get your greens in.
You know, coming from the South, I love collard greens.
But I bet you cooked them, didn't you?
Yes, for hours.
Well, eating collard greens raw is very healthy for you. They're packed with nutrition. Let's add some of the cayenne. This cayenne gives it a little kick.
And also, cayenne is a good blood cleanser as well.
Yes, it is. And because collard greens are a bit bitter, we are going to add some maple syrup in here to give it a little bit of a sweet taste.
And maple syrup isn't raw, but it's used quite frequently in the raw community when they're doing different recipes.
I love all of the options that you have when you start a raw diet.
Yes.
Okay. We'll add the bell peppers in there.
Oh, that's going to be pretty. That red and green together always pops.
And Evita, while I'm massaging this, can I get you to go ahead and mince the garlic for me? Let's see if we get that off.
Okay.
And again, I love the smell of garlic.
That smells wonderful.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Wait till you taste this.
Wow,
look at the color of that.
Beautiful.
Okay. Can get a little messy as well, but it's still good. Okay. And there you have it, marinade collard greens.
The next recipe we're going to do is one of my favorites because coming from the South, I always loved mashed potatoes.
Oh, yes.
But when I became raw, you know, you can't do the mashed potatoes. And also you can't do white potatoes raw because it's not really good for digestion. So we came up with a recipe with mashed cauliflower to resemble mashed potatoes.
Mashed cauliflower?
Yes.
This is going to be interesting.
Yes. And the ingredients for the mashed potatoes and chives are 2 cups of cauliflower chopped, 1/2 cup of cashews soaked, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of water, 1/4 cup of chives chopped, 1/2 of garlic clove minced, the juice of 1/2 lemon, 2 teaspoons of sea salt to taste. So let's begin our recipe.
So Evita, you're going to be making mashed potatoes with cauliflower?
Yes, it's a good substitute for potatoes. So this is 2 cups of cauliflower. And we're adding soaked cashews because cashews makes it creamy like you know, the regular mashed potatoes. So we soak them and rinse them.
Okay.
And we soak them the night before. We have our olive oil, lemon juice, a half of clove of garlic minced, salt, and we're going to use partial, half of the chives, and we're going to then garnish the rest. So you're going to have to coax it along a little bit so it gets creamy.
It's really looking like
Mashed potatoes. It is so delicious. So you have to work with it a little bit. And the more you process it, the creamier it'll get.
So I guess this is a great alternative for us potato lovers.
Yes, it is. So let's plate it. Okay, let's get the marinated collard greens.
Look at that.
Oh, I need to add a little more water to it. Let's just add a little more water to make it a little more creamier. Oh, that's what's needed. Yes.
That looks good.
Yes. Okay, we're ready. Let's get our marinated collard greens.
These two dishes go well together.
Yes. It is very southern.
Yummy.
And we have our
Mashed potatoes.
collard green and our mashed potatoes. Wonderful.
That looks delicious.
You see, we still could have soul food, and it could be raw. Marinated collard greens and mashed
Here we have it,
cauliflower
marinated
potatoes. Collard greens.
Have you ever left home and you got to work or maybe school or something of that nature and you said, man, I forgot something? Maybe it was your wallet, maybe you forgot your keys, maybe sometimes you even forget your kids. Who knows? You never know. But you forgot something and you have to like literally turn around and go all the way back home to get it because it's that important. You never want to leave home without it. This is also the same thing that applies to our lifestyle. If we're looking to balance the blessings, remember, we never say anybody's fat or skinny. Some are just overblessed and underblessed. If you're looking to do that, if you're looking to get rid of maybe some ailment that's afflicting you, or maybe if you're just looking to get back on track and you want to feel good throughout the day, then you should never leave home without your breakfast. And that's why we decided to focus our whole program on this, because a lot of us are leaving home. But the only problem is we're not turning around and going back to get it. We just continue to go throughout the day missing that breakfast. And we wonder why sometimes that vending machine is just calling our name. Like it's literally saying, hey, nice, come here. And you find yourself buying stuff. And I know there's no fruits in there. So you end up buying some junk food, they would say. And you find yourself nibbling all day. And you're just like, I can't stop myself. You know what? Well, really, the problem is not that you can't stop yourself. It's that the body is literally forcing you because it needs something to survive off of, because we left home without breakfast. I have never worked with anyone who was able to balance their blessings, who was able to bring some of their ailments under control or reversal, or to get back on track, who has always skipped breakfast. And it's something that we all do, but it's causing major havoc in our lives. Matter of fact, if you ever wonder why sometimes you're just so agitated and irritated all the time, maybe you didn't have breakfast. And so our focus today is to go ahead and let's get breakfast back on track, and let's go ahead and share this with other people as well. So we're going to look at a simple couple of recipes to get started. A matter of fact, one of the first ones, we always have breakfast. It's a nice little liquid item. As you see, I got quite a few items here, and it is milk. Milk is crucial. A matter of fact, if you're like me, I used to drink them by the gallons growing up, and it's a valuable part of breakfast. I know there's many options to milk. There's the cow's milk, and now there's even soy milk, and then there's even rice milk, and now the big push is coconut milk. Whatever milk it is, we always have to have it. But what we find as well is when you buy it out there, it'll cost you a little bit more. And also the situation with like the cow's milk or different items like that, we just want to find a balance, because it has been shown that it's related to allergies. It's actually #1 on the list. But hey, no worries. If you want to get rid of those sniffles and sneezes and stuff like that, what we're going to do is we're going to share with you another option, if you don't have any allergies to nuts, that is, that you will enjoy. And it's one of my favorite milks. It's called the banana nut milk. And the recipe is really simple. It's just 1 cup of cashews, 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of honey or pure maple syrup, 1 banana, just a pinch of salt, and 3 additional cups of water. Now, I know everybody has that in your house. If you don't, go get it, because this is necessary. If you learn how to make this milk, it will literally change your life, because you'll never have to buy it again. And we also talk about economy when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle. Everybody's always crying, oh, to live healthy is so expensive. But this is not true. When you're trying to live healthy, if you have somebody else making it for you, then they're going to charge you for it. Premium. Especially when they're organic and this and that. But when you make it yourself, it's literally the cheapest thing in town. And so now we're going to make our banana nut milk really simple and easy. Actually, it's even cheaper than buying soy milk. And it's real simple. All we'll do is take 1 cup of cashews. These are raw, unsalted cashews. Then we're going to take, as you remember there in the recipe, 1 tablespoon of honey. Or if you don't have honey and you have maple syrup, fantastic. You can always improvise. The only thing we'll say don't improvise with is sugar. And then we'll take just a little pinch of salt. All right, watch the pinch now. A lot of people, we like salt, but just a pinch. Why are we adding salt to milk? Really simple. Many people will say, well, maybe because of the flavor. Yes, it does add flavor. Or maybe because it works as a preservative, which is crucial. Because when you make this milk, it'll last about 3 to maybe 5 days in the fridge, but it never lasts that long. And they say, why? Why doesn't it last that long? Because you always drink it up before it's finished. After the first or second day, you have to make a new batch. But it's so easy to make, you can make this every day. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take 1 cup of water. This is crucial to not put too much water, but just to have enough. It depends which type of blender you have. You just want to put just enough so it could get blended, because if you put too much, you'll never be able to blend it properly. Then 1 nice banana, really simple and easy. Now, don't tell anybody about this. This is new in town. I know there's banana nut cereal. I know there's banana nut cookies and stuff like that. But when was the last time you ever heard of somebody making some banana nut milk? Well, here's your opportunity. Now we'll just close that real quick, and we're going to blend it till it's nice and creamy. Now you have to do it till you don't hear that crackling sound. And now we have banana nut, not milk. This is banana nut cream. And you see how creamy that is? Let's see if y'all could get this on camera. Look at that thing. Whoops. That thing is amazing. A matter of fact, you know how you do your fruit salads and you normally put that kind of milk on top of it? No need to do that because we know that milk is condensed milk, is loaded with sugar, causing all kind of extra blessings and stuff like that. Well, we don't have to worry about that because now you can do the cashew nut or the banana nut milk. Another way this is good, anybody likes porridge, like hot cereal? What makes that hot cereal taste very good? The condensed milk or the milk that we put in it. No excuse to do that anymore. You can actually make your own. As a matter of fact, we did this for children. And before we cook for the adults, we cook for children. Why? Because their taste buds are still young and they can appreciate simplicity and flavor. They haven't had 20, 30, 40 years of sugar and all of these other foods, so they can appreciate it. And we cook for the children. And they're our testers. And so we asked, and the children said, yeah, we want to try porridge. And so we made some porridge for them, and they were eating it. Of course, we put a little more honey. They were eating it, and I saw one child go like this. He took his finger, and he went all the way around his bowl. I said, this passed the test. Now it's ready for the adults. So I know it tastes good. I'm not even asking y'all because the children told me. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll add 3 more cups of water. 3, 4, right there. And now, a quick tip that you all can benefit from. If you like whole milk, you add less water. If you like skim milk, meaning like lighter milk, then you will go ahead and add more water. Really simple and easy for everybody. And then we'll just mix this up real quick for you. Quick question, do I have to blend it for a long time? No, because it's already been blended. So all we're trying to do is mix it. And now we have our banana nut. Oh man, this is nice. Nice and thick. Banana nut milk. Really simple, easy. I know you all will enjoy it. As a matter of fact, where's my cup? I don't know if I have my cup here. I would have had some right now. And so you can definitely do that. If you have a nut allergy, no problem. It's real simple how to continue making this. Instead of putting the cashews, you would go ahead and you put cooked brown rice. Or even, anybody ever heard of oat milk? You can make your own oat milk. Just cook the oats properly and take what? 1 cup. Instead of the cashews, you put that. Cashews are loaded with magnesium. So a person who has high blood pressure, it helps as a result to start to relax the muscles and arteries so they have a gradual decrease in their blood pressure, slowly but surely. But let your doctor know what you're doing. I remember one time one young lady, she said, it doesn't work for my blood pressure. I said, why not? She says, my blood pressure has been going up. I said, why is that? She says, I don't know. I asked her, how long have you been doing it? She said, well, this is my 2nd day. I said, okay, very good. She said, I said, how long have you had the blood pressure for? She said, 20 years. I was like, oh my, at least give it a little extra time. The body wants to know if you're tricking it with a new diet or something of that nature. So I said, if you don't mind, let's go a little prophetic on this. Every day in the Bible, it was significant of what? A year. So I told her, if you had the problem for 20 years, follow the plan for 20 days. And you know what happened? After 11 days, her blood pressure came down. She called the doctor, he told her to hold off, cut the medication in half, and she followed doctor's instructions. And now today, she is not taking any medication, according to the doctor, and as a result, no high blood pressure. So simple things that you can do that will bring healing to God's people. And if a person is dealing with, like, let's say, cholesterol, almonds is good to lower the cholesterol. So what kind of nut milk will we make here? We'll make almond nut or banana almond milk or something like that. Apricots is good for the skin. So instead of banana, you could put apricots in that. And blueberries is good for the eyes. You ever heard of blueberry milk? Me neither, but hey, maybe you could try it. It's just something new that came up today. But it's not a secret. You can go ahead and use that and share it with your friends. And so the nut milks are the easiest thing to do. And if they have an allergy, you can use the rice, cooked rice, or oats as well. But we can't only have that milk there for breakfast. We need something to go along with that, a nice cereal. So our next recipe is one of my favorites. It's called Crispy Golden Granola Crunch. And here it is. The dry ingredients that you will have is 10 cups of rolled oats or even quick oats. 3 cups of rice cereal. Can't find that? No problem. 2 additional cups of oats. 1 cup of whole grain flour. 1 1/2 cup of chopped nuts, walnuts, pecans, almonds, or a combination. And 1 cup of shredded unsweetened coconut. Now for the wet ingredients, all you need is 1 1/2 cup of water, 1 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of blackstrap molasses, which is optional, and 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sea salt preferably. Now don't play around with this recipe. This recipe is dangerously good for you. Why? Because it has so much vitamins and minerals and so much fiber that it'll keep things moving along quite rapidly. What we're gonna do, if you notice, it calls for whole grain oats and quick oats. We like to, or just rolled oats and quick oats. We like to mix it up a little bit because if you just have the regular rolled oats, it will just be, you know, just like rolled oats again. But if you add a little bit of quick oats to it, it helps to give little clusters and items of that nature. So you have nice crispy clusters. Now for me, I don't like dishes, so I like to try to do everything in what I'm cooking at once. So I'm just gonna pour that into the same baking dish that I'm gonna use for this recipe. So I poured the oats there. I have the mixed nuts. I have some sliced almonds, I have pecans. You choose your favorite. Whichever one works best for you, it's fine. So we have that there. We're gonna mix that up nicely. Then we're gonna add some of the coconut, the shredded coconut, preferably unsweetened. Coconut is amazing. It's excellent for the muscles and for the bones. It's good for people dealing with back problems as well. And it is very nourishing. A lot of people still think that coconut has cholesterol. I don't know how, because it doesn't. It has 0 cholesterol. It does have quite a bit of fat, which is actually helpful. A lot of times we go on this no-fat diet craze and stuff like that, when actually your body needs some fat. But the fat that it's going to get is the good fats, the ones from the nuts, as you see that we just used here, the one from the coconut, and items of that nature. So you mix those items up properly, and also the whole grain flour. This is going to add that lightness to it, because you know most granolas that you'll find is very heavy, and it's a heavy hitter, so it's actually good. But this flour here will make it nice and light for you, so you'll enjoy. So we'll just mix those items up there, and we're going to get to the wet ingredients right now. Now I know a lot of people are saying, well, salt is not a wet ingredient, it's a dry ingredient. Why did we put the salt into the wet ingredients? A little rule of thumb, anytime you're making these recipes, if I were to take this sea salt and add it to this mixture here, it probably wouldn't mix properly. So a little rule of thumb is always take small, dry ingredients, such as the salt here, and put them into larger wet ingredients, so when you mix them all up, it gets proper distribution. So when you put it in here, you mix it properly, because if you only put it in the dry ingredients and you don't mix it properly, one morning you're going to be eating your nice crispy golden granola and you're just going to get a salty bite. You're going to say, man, where did that come from? And it's because it probably didn't mix properly. So you want to put it in the other wet ingredients, let that dissolve a little bit there. We're also adding that salt because of flavor, and also works as a nice preservative, even though this doesn't have a problem. Now we're also adding 1/4 cup or a 1/4 cup of blackstrap molasses. Now, can somebody tell me why in the world are we adding nasty blackstrap molasses to granola? Well, this blackstrap molasses is loaded, I mean overloaded, like overbooked with calcium and magnesium, so it's actually good for you. So a matter of fact, in our program, we don't promote the use of supplements and different items like that. We just try to choose the food that has the vitamins and minerals that we need, and then we'll just eat those food. As simple as that. And so that's why we added the blackstrap molasses to that. And so a lot of people enjoy that, and with so much calcium, you can imagine what that does for a person dealing with osteoporosis, and items of that nature. So then we're going to add the honey to this as well. Now I know it looks like a lot of honey, but man, don't worry about it. You're not eating this whole cereal at one time. Matter of fact, if you're by yourself, this cereal, like myself, it lasts for a month sometimes. And so don't worry about the honey that's being added. But if you are diabetic and you want to watch out for the sugar that is being used, no problem. Just cut back on that. A lot of people use what is known as agave nectar and different items, which doesn't increase that sugar too much. So you just mix those up properly. If it's warm, that'll work too. And then you take that wet ingredient and add it now to your dry ingredients. All right. So you see that there, we have the honey, we have the molasses, the little pinch of salt there. And here is you just mix this all up. And you know why I'm not too concerned about the honey and the molasses and stuff? Is because if you ever looked at how much sugar these cereals that we buy from the store have, you will be shocked. As a matter of fact, there's so many ways that they put it in. They put it in as regular sugar, then they put it in as corn syrup, then they put it in as high fructose, and you're like, man, how many times are you going to add sugar to this cereal? But you know what? I don't even complain, because that's why I used to like it, and that's why we all love these cereals that we buy from the store. But now you don't have to question that anymore, because you are making the cereal yourself. Remember how we were talking about economy, where you can eat more and pay less? This is how you do it, by making it yourself. And you don't have to worry about the problems. Recession and stuff will never affect you, because you did everything at home. As a matter of fact, each family that has applied these simple principles of cooking their own food, making their own milks and different items like that, do you know it has been calculated that they will save almost $4,500 US a year just from doing this? Who could use about $4,500 in December? I know y'all raising your hand. Let me put two hands. I could use about $4,500, especially in December, because everybody wants something. And you can do that just by going ahead and starting to make your own cereal. Now, this recipe, you can mix it with your hand and different items like that. Or, as a matter of fact, this is very good to have the children make, because they will make a mess, and don't spank them or anything like that. Let them learn how to cook now at a young age. This is crucial. So when they grow up, they don't think that the cereal, if you ask some children, where does cereal come from? They'll say, the box. And this is not true. Now they will know cereal came from my kitchen, the VIP room. I made it myself. I know how to do it. And you will save them a life of problems. Why? Because you taught them how to cook. Let them make a mess. Let them have a good time. And you will find that they will actually be more eager to eat this than if you just made it yourself. So go ahead and have a good time with the kids. What you do with this recipe now is you take this and you put this in the oven on low heat at about 225 for about 2 hours, because we want proper cooking of those oats. And I know we don't have 2 hours. We barely have 2 minutes left. And so I went ahead and prepared another batch, and let me get that for you as we wrap up here. And I just went ahead and lined it up there with some nice raspberries, and we know you will enjoy this. This is the crispy, golden granola that everybody would enjoy. If you want to add fruits to it, you can go ahead. Just wait till you finish before you add the fruits. If you want to add raisins and cranberries, you can do that. Just don't bake it. Wait till it's done, and then you can add that. Go ahead and have it. Enjoy it. You will have a blast, and let me know how it works for you. Go ahead. Have you ever